what's your take on having business partners, and what has been your experience, and what would you recommend?
So I've been very fortunate. I think that, when it comes down to business partners, usually the number one reason you get into investors, let's say investors is to alleviate the risk, So rather than taking this amount of risk, I'm going to, distribute it among multiple people, but I'm still able to take that initial investment, whatever that is. Let's say if that initial investment is $1 million, well, I can't do it by myself, so I'm going to take on investors to share the risk and the reward. Business partners, I think, are a little bit different because they bring that aspect of it as well, as far as bringing in, money to kind of split the liability, split the risk. But then with partners, they should also be bringing something more to the table than money, because if they're not, that's what separates partners from investors. So I think that would be great. If I was going to try to get into the film business, I would, I'd come to someone like you. I was like, I've got no one, I have no knowledge about that, but I do have money. I have knowledge about finances, which I'm sure could help us. Mm-hmm. But, I need someone that actually knows, knows the business, knows the actual operations, the day-to-day things.
Now, what's your take on having different partners for different things, and when do you know that person is going to be the right fit for you and for that business? Especially starting out, once you go out on your first venture, there's a lot of people who wants to get involved, but how do you filter and pick the right one?
Yeah, so that's not, it's not easy. It's like, you get into it and you really don't know until things come out, because money changes a lot of the aspect of everything. When you're making money, the issues that come up can be squashed very easily. But when you're not making money and you're losing money, it's completely different. You got to Staples and I come back and you got a case of paper clips. I'm thinking, why'd this guy buy all these paper clips? Like, man, we're losing money. And I'm worried about something very small, to where, if we're making money, it doesn't matter. Like Starbucks for everybody. Let's go out to eat. Let's go do this. So with partners, it can get very sticky. And I've seen a lot of, going back, to my dad and a lot of his friends. My dad was never in business. He always worked a job, but growing up in an Indian household, I saw a lot of people that were in business. And I would say most of the partnerships that I've seen have a bad ending to them. So I'm fortunate that I'm in a partnership right now that's working out great for both of us. But, it's most of them don't really end up great, unfortunately. But hopefully you guys can stick it out for long enough to kind of help each other. And then there's nothing wrong with branching off and you go, maybe you can divest and go do your thing. Your partner can go do their thing, but the thing is wherever you guys got to, you might not have been able to get there without that partnership.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much, Milan, for joining us today.
Sir.
This is High Level. My name is Axel Arzola, and we'll see you in another episode.
Thanks, man.